residents from one hotel to another hotel to another hotel is a cycle of endless displacement, which is traumatic for shelter residents. Right now, what we should be doing is we should be figuring out how to solve the homelessness crisis, which is plaguing our city. There's 80,000 homeless people in New York City, and it's in the middle of the pandemic. And right now, instead of thinking about how to not see poverty anymore and how to move shelter residents to other neighborhoods because we don't want to see poverty, we need to think about solving the crisis of homelessness. And right now in this district, and in many districts, there's a tremendous amount of vacant space that's available. The paradigm of work has changed where people are working from home. There's empty hotels right across the street, the Crown Plaza. There's empty office buildings. And what we need to do is create permanent single-room occupancies for the homeless. Number one, it would be much cheaper, this man can attest to that, much cheaper than putting people in hotels. And also it will give them the ability to start their lives anew with a permanent home. People need to live in dignity, and this is really what my campaign is fighting for. One of the other problems is the tremendous amount of gentrification in District 3 that was brought on by Speaker Corey Johnson, and now his Chief of Staff, Eric Botcher, who's my primary opponent, is running. They will continue the cycle of displacement. So this is what the voters will look forward to if the current administration is going. So we need new voices like myself. I'm giving shelter residents a voice also, but we need permanent housing, and there's tremendous amount of vacant space in the district, and we can accommodate that. So this is why I call this. I'm so glad everybody is here, and I think also what's really important is to give shelter residents a voice. I think if any elected official would have come down here and actually talked to shelter residents face to face, they would not be using them like a political hot potato. If these elected officials have a soul, they would actually want to permanently house these good people. So that's why I called this press conference, and I'd like you actually to talk to some people.
How you doing?
So this is Michael Witherspoon. Michael, take it away.
My name is Michael Witherspoon, as you've been told. I'm here to a reason that I've been in the shelter system maybe going on 3.5 years. I've been in this system maybe 2 years. Actually, I'm trying to actually hold on. I see that there's a lack of care and concern. 2 words, care and concern. I don't see that practice nowhere, only in the beginning. In the beginning, it seems good, the effort is good, but in the long run, it's the same process. It seems that I don't have a name as a number, and it's a financial number. What they live it off me, it seems like, because I don't see no benefit behind it. It's heartbreaking when you try to actually help someone else, knowing that you don't have too much for yourself, because I'm a giver. And that's probably why I'm in the situation that I'm in. But I don't blame nobody else but myself. I'm not a good person, but I also have a good heart. And I just need some help. And a little care, a little concern, and maybe that'll start. You know, but we have to stick together as a unity to actually see something grow. You know, I'm crying, you know, and I wonder if anybody can see the tears, but if you can feel my tears from my heart. And I only speak from my heart. And the heart doesn't lie. It does not lie. That's what I learned in 61 years living. And I was born and raised here in New York, Harlem Hospital. And for me, having 61 years, like I said, I'm not a good person, but I try. And I'm still trying. But I need some help. And I'm asking you for help. I don't mind working, because I don't want anything given to me. I don't mind working for mine. But give me some help. You know, show me some gratitude. I just want to give back. And if I give back, can something return back? Because that's all I do. I'm a giver. I can't give no more if I don't have anything to give anymore. You know, like I said, I'm willing to work. There's a lot of us that's able to work, willing to work. All we need is a chance. All we need is a chance. I don't like walking by when I see a family crying. I like to go in my pockets to give them out. I will have to, because that's in my heart. It's in my heart. Care and concern. That's all I ask for. That's what we're looking for. Care and concern. If you show a little bit of care and concern, you get so much back. So much back. If you just show you're going to help someone, give them a helping hand. Lift them up. It's like a bunch of crabs in a barrel. Everybody's trying to get to the top. Take the next man down, take the next man down. But what about helping somebody up? You help one person, the next person helps the next person. It's a chain. You see one person, you help one person, the next person sees, he'll follow suit. I guarantee he will follow suit because you show him a new way of living. A new way of living. I think everybody deserves a chance to do it. I don't care what they are, black, Chinese, doesn't matter. A problem's a problem. My problem might be a small problem, but it's still a problem. I lost my apartment, not my mind. I need help, guidance. Today I learned to ask for help. I'm begging for help, not just for me. I got a whole crowd of people that's looking for help, crying for help. What do? Just walk by? Or do you have some consideration of the heart? Does the heart actually affect you? Say, stop and pay attention to his family. Because he's not by himself. He has a child. He has a daughter. He has a son. They look up to who? To the guidance. That's my fault because I'm not there to guide them. I don't blame no one but myself. That's why it comes to, I need help. I admit today that I need help. But I'm not the only one. There's thousands of us in this situation. Like I said, I lost my apartment. I didn't lose my mind. Work with me to flex my mind so I can actually exercise to everyone else. I'm a giver, like I said. I speak from my heart, and I don't speak at all. The heart doesn't lie. Ask yourself, do your heart lie? Ask yourself that. Have your heart ever turned you any major decision of not making anything come up in life today? Ask your heart that. And I guarantee your heart will not lie. Your heart will never lie to you. I believe in God, man. Help us.
Sure. Hi, my name is Darren Frederick, and I just want to say, first of all, one of the most important things I want to say is thank you, because the city of New York, the residents who, the taxpayer who funds the help I've been getting so far. And we appreciate it. Just because we're standing here, we don't want to make people think we don't appreciate the help we've been given. What we're saying is, what I'm saying is rather that this couldn't be the most cost-effective way to continue to proceed. I mean, these hotels cost $150, $175 a night per person to stay there, and that's thousands of dollars more than a rent subsidy would cost to put people in some sort of permanent living situation. And also, this young lady who happens to be running for councilman is one of the only people that came and talked to us and addressed us and said, we want to hear your voices. We don't see anyone coming from the office of the Department of Homeless Services telling us what the roadmap is that they see to end this. All they keep doing is throwing Band-Aids on the problem, and that just couldn't be a cost-effective way for us to move forward, especially during this pandemic where people we're in economic strife right now. Yes, we want solutions. Yes, we want to be part of the solutions. But we need you to, why don't you just come and ask us? They're talking about paying people want paid vacations. Guess what? There are a lot of us that work for less. You know, you're talking about help. You know, we want to help. We want to be a part of the solution. We haven't been given enough opportunities. Nobody asks us what we can do to help? Nobody comes and says that. All they do is offer us criticism for what they say or they see that we're not doing right. Well, nobody's perfect. You know, we all got to work towards it, and we're willing to, and we just won't want people to think that we're just derelicts who just don't want to do nothing but sit there and lay up and eat free food, because guess what? The food is not all that good. It really isn't. You know, we don't, you know, so.
TV dinners.
Yeah, you know, stuff like that. They misunderstand us because the last thing they do is talk to us. They talk to each other. They sit in office talking to each other. They know nothing about this. This is one of the first young ladies that came out directly and said, I want to hear from you. And I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Okay. Who wants to talk about how the city keeps moving you? It's not fair that you keep getting moved. Who wants to talk about it?
Eric, do you want to talk about? Do you guys want to talk
Yeah,
about?
I
just
want
wanna
to
say-
say,
sure.
yes, good afternoon. My name is John Green. I just want to say, you know, as myself, I've been dealing with a recycle of going place to place to place, from Naco Freedom to Bedford Avenue Atlantic to Bellevue and everything for like 3-4 years. You know, I'm not on parole no more, I'm free. However, you know what I'm saying, you know, the change from prison to a shelter system, I feel like I'm still incarcerated, you know what I'm saying? Because I have a curfew, you know what I'm saying? I can't go nowhere, I gotta be in by 10 o'clock. However, the food is not great at all, you know what I'm saying? I'm losing my health. I mean, there's nothing healthy about eating TV dinners every day, frozen food. You don't know how long it's been inside the freezer, for one. And however, another thing is that
They give us 2 minutes, 3 minutes just in the microwave per person. How could you do that?
yes, back to saying, you know, getting up early in the morning to eat the same old breakfast, Cheerios, everything, you know what I'm saying? My kid eat better breakfast than I do, you know? I mean, I want to wake up to a nice hot breakfast, you know? I want to be able to stick my key in my own door like I did once upon a time before, you know? I want to be able to come and go as I please, not have to be on some curfew or, you know what I'm saying, you know, have to get permission. You know, I'm almost 60 years old, you know what I'm saying? And I've been very nothing but monitored for most of my life. Back to the shelter system, it's not the best in the world. It's just like prison, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we fight in there too, you know what I'm saying? We fight for respect. We fight because we want to have our own, you know? And then to say this, you know, change is beautiful, you know what I'm saying? It's free, you gotta want to change. We talk about each one, reach one, teach one. What about saving a life, you know? Because a lot of people dying from being in the streets, you know what I'm saying? They dying in shelters, you know? Why can't we just get help on having our own? Just give us a chance, you know? That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna keep it short and simple. Back to saying, this lady right here, she been with us since the summertime. She's the only one that reached out to us. You know, I thank her for who she is, and she's gonna win. She's gonna be the councilwoman, you know? I vote for her, and I hope everyone else help out too. But she deserves it, you know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Thank you.
Would you like to talk?
I represent the people on Social Security that's been in the system. I'm waiting a year and a half, 18 months. I mean, it's gross mismanagement. I mean, what they're paying for that to take, I would gladly give a third of my check up for a studio and have a place to call my own. I mean, it shouldn't take more than 18 months. I mean, it shouldn't take, it's...
And that story is very common.
And
It's very, very
the
common.
food they give us, I mean, I'd like to know what they pay for those things, the kickbacks. It's the whole system is broken. It's all broken, you know? Everybody here has different circumstances. Some people are able to work, and they need, you know, they need a hand up, you know?
Right.
You know, everybody has different circumstances, but it's a year and a half in the system.
John, would you like to talk?
Okay.
This is John Mudd. John Mudd he has a group called the Homeless and Housing Outreach, and you're just so kind that I love you. So
Hi, I'm John Mudd. I'm president of the Midtown South Community Council. We have a homeless and housing meeting the first Tuesday of every month. We delve into a lot of issues. This is all really a part of the systemic problems that our city and our society has. I mean, if you walk through these blocks, the hotels aren't conducive for helping someone, really. The shelter system isn't conducive. Like the other fellow said about conditions and rules and regulations and food, that all plays a part in growth and your supportive services and your community support. You can't go anywhere, you can't set up a shelter anywhere in the city that you won't get pushback or complaints. It's just a matter of reaching out to the public and seeing and bringing out some of those people that have that are sympathizers to the cause, because they know at any time they could be in that position. We could all be in that position, and sometimes we gloss over and we add labels like homeless, them, and so we fail to see that they're people. And why? Because we don't want to see ourselves in that position. We don't want to see the problems that this city offers us. This thing should be solved. This thing should be done, and it can be. There's pathways to it, and we're not taking them. And education. When it comes to education, when it comes to the justice system, it's all failing. And we've got to, and COVID has just ripped off the fig leaf. We've seen this, the veil was down, now the fig leaf is off, and we are failing as a society, and it's going to get worse unless we take advantage. These hotels offer an advantage. They can offer housing. They can be adapted. We need several different types of housing. We need supportive housing. We need affordable housing, real affordable housing, not what the mayor talks about being affordable. You can't push two people in a studio for $2,300 and you need to make and give up 30% of your income for it. I don't know about you, but I don't want to pay 30% of my income out. I'd like to put that in the bank and nurture my future, save and protect their future. So the bottom line, we need supportive housing, we need affordable housing, we need medical respite beds. You see people on the streets with wounds and wheelchairs because they can't recover in a safe place. They're out on the streets sometimes because they don't have places to go. A lot of us have family we can get together. Before COVID, we had the bars to go and hang out. We had things, gyms to go. The shelter system doesn't offer that, that supporting the community camaraderie, or that it lacks a lot of supporting services. That's all I have to say.
Thanks.
I'd like to add something to that, what you said. You're 100% right. I think that it's the fact of the matter that if so much, I think we have so much help here. We have the help here. This is the fact that's reaching out to touch the right people. Because you have people out here that's willing to help. Which way do they go to help? Where's the trust to help? Because you have to have a trust factor for number one. It has to be a trust factor, because no one's going to give you any money thinking that what you're going to do, next thing you're going to do, you're going to buy drugs with it. You're going to buy this with it. You know what I'm saying? You got to have someone that's stable, that knows what needs to be done. Help those that need the help. Help the families. If you help one, you help the other. It goes to hand in hand. If you see a small child crying, if you have the chance to make that smile on his face, why not? Why not? I love a child smile. I love a happy family. I like to go out in the park and just sit there and feed the squirrels. And that's a peace of mind, freedom. Someone that they can't take from you. They cannot take your freedom from you. But what you can do, you can give it up in freeing Willie. A lot of us has done that. gave up. And I don't like the word giving up. I don't want to give up. That's why I'm still here. I keep hope alive. She keeps hope alive for me. Because there's no one else that's willing to help, sacrifice the time just to come out to see a word or hear a word from a person. She's one of them that will stop and ask questions. Why are you crying?
Right.
What do you need? Are you hungry? Do you need some medical assistance? She's caring. That's care and concern. 2 words. Care and concern. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's just the start. And when you plant the seed, you have nothing else but see it grow. And she's planting the seed. And I'm gonna help it grow.
We're gonna help it grow.
You can do it together as a unity. You can't do it without you. Nothing can be done without you. Our pride is pushed to the side and we become humble in the heart. And we start talking from the heart.
Right.
And like I said at the beginning, the heart does not lie. If you ask anyone that, does the heart ever lie?